The religious event that I attended was a Jummah prayer service that happened on Friday, the 5th, 2021. This service was held in Jacksonville, Florida. The online service that I attended focused on the main speaker, and the camera was focused on him talking at a podium. Three frame pieces of calligraphy were hung on the wall. These framed pieces of calligraphy are significant because they are Islamic calligraphy and they have strong connections to the religion, but they're not restricted to religious texts. The service was very informative. The speaker talked about the current state of the pandemic and how it is affecting the people in the Jacksonville area. He also talked about how people should respect science and continue to wear masks. He said that science was created by God and that the followers of Muhammad, the language that was used to communicate to people was English. The second language that was used was Arabic. Arabic was used when quoting verses from the Quran, and there was also some singing in Arabic. The service was not loud or quiet, it was kind of in the middle. The only person that talked was the person talking at the podium. People that attended the service in person were quiet and listened closely to the person who was speaking at the podium. The demographics of the people who attended this Friday Jummah were prominently African American. In the live feed, I was not able to see a lot of participants until the end of the service when people began praying. There were not many people attending this religious service. From what I saw, it looked like maybe 10 or 12 people were present. The person leading the service was just one man. This man's name is Imam Yahya Abdullah. The service was meant to teach people about God and his gift of science to people to help them conquer the pandemic. The speaker was critical about the government not taking more careful measures to stop the spread of the coronavirus. He told everyone to stop scientists and to get the vaccine if they were able to. The speaker also talked about God and how people can become off track in religious circumstances and knowledge. He said that the Prophet Muhammad at first did not have religious knowledge, but Allah found him and told him about religion. He said God made Muhammad rich in all aspects in life because he had faith in God. He also talked about how Muhammad was in the sky and God told him that he was not going to be able to eat or breathe in the sky. God told him that he needed to return to earth. The speaker made connections to Christianity when he talked about this, saying that Christ said the only person who has been in the sky is God. When the speaker talked about Christianity and its connection to Islam, this stood out to me. The speaker mentioned Christians a few times and said that he had respect for his Christian brothers and sisters. He also said, when he was talking about becoming off track in religious knowledge, that Christians along the way became off track. This was interesting to me because I did not know that there were close connections between Islam and Christianity. He said that when the two religions were first started, that along the way the people that followed Christ's teachings became off track from religious knowledge. I did not know a lot about Islam before attending this service. I learned about Muhammad, some history about the Prophet. The speaker said that Muhammad was given many riches from God and that he was given a rich wife. He also said that Muhammad was poor because before he obtained the religious knowledge from Allah. I did not have any expectations before attending this religious service. After attending, I can see the connections between Christianity and Islam. The speaker reminded me of a priest talking to people in a church. The speaker made connections between the current state of the world and how Islam can help us understand and cope with things. He said that the race problem in America could be solved through Islam. He said that in Islam, the race issue was never an issue. I was not present physically during this service, but I feel like if I was, I would have been greeted and treated with kindness. The speaker talked about how there are many people across the world who were watching this service in many different countries, and that there were people watching that were from different creeds and religions. The speaker talked about equality and how Islam accepts everyone no matter what they believe or the color of their skin. I would like my classmates to know that Islam is a very accepting religion and there is a strong sense of community when attending an Islamic service. I feel like the service that I attended was prominently African American, discussed a lot of the issues of the black community deals with on a daily basis. I think that religion helps people of any demographic keep a sense of community. This is especially important in this time when people are not able to see each other in large groups. I would recommend everyone attend a Friday Jummah at least once because it helps you see things in a different way. I learned about Islam and its connection to different groups of people in different faiths and creeds.